He originally planned to propose to his girlfriend today, but as he left to buy drinks, a sharp gunshot suddenly rang out behind him. He quickly turned around to see several terrorists launching an attack. He rushed madly towards his girlfriend, but it was too late. What should have been a sweet day turned into a blood-stained tragedy. 18 months passed, and seeking revenge for his girlfriend became Jack's motivation to live. He studied combat techniques day and night, becoming a regular at boxing gyms. He even practiced shooting constantly. While other students aimed one by one, Jack aimed at the target and pulled the trigger furiously, his accuracy always remaining at 100%. After the gym closed, he'd practice at home, his only goal being the mastermind of the attack, Bailey. After long training, he applied to join Bailey's terrorist organization on the dark web. After several rounds of tests, they accepted his application. He boarded the boat to the terrorist base. At that moment, he had waited too long, but as soon as he arrived, he was blindfolded and taken away. When he opened his eyes, Bailey stood before him. Although the hatred inside him surged, he suppressed his anger and pretended loyalty. Secretly, he began preparing to cut the ropes. Just then, several gunshots caused chaos. Jack fell with a chair. When he regained his senses, he found that Bailey had already breathed his last. Seeing his hope of avenging his enemy vanish, Jack felt deep unwillingness. He crawled to Bailey's side, grabbing a knife in anger. This enemy, whom he was supposed to kill himself, had been dealt with by the intelligence agency. It turned out that when he contacted the terrorist organization, he had already been closely monitored by the intelligence agency. After learning his true purpose, the agency used his joining to wipe out the terrorist hideout. During this operation, Jack's abilities were recognized by the anti-terrorism minister, who brought him into the counter-terrorism department's execution team. But first, he had to pass an assessment from the team's instructor, Stan. The test was a simulated combat shooting. The equipment would display target missions. As long as the target was hit, points would be earned. If the wrong target was hit, an electric shock would be released. After a round of training, most members gave up because they couldn't endure the shocks. Only Jack and Victor passed. Soon they received their first mission. Russian nuclear materials had gone missing, enough to make a nuclear weapon. Their mission was to retrieve the stolen nuclear materials. Meanwhile, inside a van in a busy market, a few people were trading stolen nuclear materials. After inspecting the goods, they were about to leave, when two patrol officers asked them to move the car. Just as Ben was about to close the door, the officers noticed something strange. When they entered the van, Ben quickly pulled out his gun and took care of them, then fled with the nuclear materials. Stan's face changed drastically when he saw the news report. Ben was once his proud student, but during a mission, Ben disobeyed orders, causing the death of the entire team. The intelligence agency thought he had died in the mission, but unexpectedly, he became a terrorist. Fortunately, Ben only had the nuclear materials and couldn't make a nuclear weapon. He contacted a weapons dealer in Iran to collaborate. They decided to catch them all in one go. Stan then took Jack and Victor to Iran. The journey to Iran was not just to complete the mission, but to prevent more people from suffering the pain of losing loved ones. This sense of protection born from hatred was much more meaningful than revenge.